guys, my name is Gio. I'm filming for like 1 minute or less, give or take, makeup tips and tricks that I have kind of learned over the years through various, YouTubers or just on my own. And so I hope you guys find them helpful. And if you want to know how kind of I did the whole tips and tricks, just keep watching. Okay, so my first tip I have is to take an eyeshadow primer, and you use that as like a primer for your nose, or like the base of your nose, or kind of like anywhere you get oily. But I try not to use it on my face because it might like clog my pores, and like I just think it works better on my nose because like my nose gets super oily. So I just use like MAC Painterly Paint Pot because it has kind of like the same undertone as my skin, which is like pinkier. But then I think there's another one that has like more of like a yellow undertone. So just use whichever one you have like the same undertone as. Okay, my second tip, well, second and third, so they kind of combine, is for when you're doing like a sharp line for eyeshadow, or if you want to sharpen up your contour, just take translucent setting powder and that'll sharpen up your lines. So I'll show you how I do with my eyeshadow. And you can also, if you're applying mascara and you find that your mascara will transfer to underneath your lash line, putting translucent setting powder down there too helps to stop the transfer. And it's just, translucent powder is just great for everything. My personal favorite is the RCMA No Color Powder. So I like to just take it on like one of those like square beauty sponges, because I just think it's easier to get like that sharpness rather than using like another like beauty blender. Like I use like the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then I like to just kind of bake under my eyes and then bring it up. So now you're just gonna go in after you contour and just make a nice line. And then my fourth and final tip is when you overline your lips, to make them look more natural per se, make sure that the corners of your mouth, like when you overline them, line up with the natural corners of how your mouth is. And so you can either do that with like more natural lip liner, or like I like to use Spice by MAC, just because it's easier when I'm going in with like a darker lip color. So make sure it's sharp-ish, mostly. I'll get a little lazy. And one last little tip or trick, bonus one, is always make sure you set your face. I tend to have a little bit oilier skin, especially as it gets warmer out. So I like the De-Slick setting spray by Urban Decay, but I've used All Nighter, and that's another one of my favorites. Another one for a drugstore option is I like the NYX Matte Finishing Spray, or the L'Oreal is a good one too. I only have the NYX one here, but so there you guys have it. I hope you found it helpful in any way. And if you have your own tips and tricks or something that I didn't go over, comment down below. Help everybody out, and remember to like and subscribe. I know, super basic, super YouTube, but yeah. And until next time, I don't know how to sign off, so bye.